people are listening and watching right now, what should they do absolutely right now to make sure they don't miss out?
Follow Drip Social HQ on Instagram and Threads.
Today we got Danielle and Lady with us of BoxOutBrand. They host a fire party called Drip Social, and we'll talk about that and them a little bit today. So I kind of want to start off with how you guys met.
Love telling the story about how we met. Literally, I could have kidnapped her
Hmm.
on how we met. She literally had no sense of stranger danger. We met online, but we linked up in Vegas same day, and she got in my car, didn't know me, and we went to a cafe and literally was just talking business, community, basketball, fashion, like just talking about how we can do something that brings like all those things together. And it literally just started from I think like an Instagram comment, and we've been rocking ever since.
Okay. Okay. I love that.
Pretty sure it was LinkedIn, but
Instagram, because you were showing that you were in Vegas. Oh, so more professional, less kidnappy, less kidnappy on LinkedIn. Yes, we'll just
I
start
actually
with a
do want to.
conversation.
Yeah, I actually do want to say something about that. I remember being in the car and we were on the way to the cafe, and there was something that it's really important with my relationships. But Lady definitely said something that really like sat with me and resonated with me. And she was talking about her experience within like the sport industry and playing and whatever. And she said something, and it was like not word verbatim, but it was something along the lines of, the space that we're in, we love it so much, but there's a lot of gatekeeping.
Mm.
And that's something that definitely resonated with me. And I feel like a lot of within our space, everyone has different experiences, but I can definitely say that everyone within our space has experienced something where they felt like they were prevented from being great to some degree, whatever that may look like.
Hmm. Yep,
So is that
we were
kind of like
talking
the
about that.
conversations, right? We were right before you got on.
Hmm.
I feel like that in Vegas, the second time they went to Vegas for All-Star, that's how I felt. It was like you had the event, you had in WNBA Live, and that's it. Any other little parties or anything that was happening, nobody was allowed. Fans, I mean, you're in Vegas, so there's stuff to do, but there wasn't anything focused to do. So that's why last year when I saw the party, I was like, oh, we gotta go. And once we went, we had a ball. I
Yeah.
from the little runway to the vendors to the panel, even like the drink menu. No, I loved it. So when we connected a little bit, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be there this year too.
Yes, I think last year it's a lot of good momentum from last year.
Hmm.
I think a lot of people that were there were like, okay, we see it. And then the
Hmm.
ones that weren't there kind of wish they were there. So I
Yeah,
think that momentum works in our favor right now in this moment as we prepare for Chicago.
it felt very inclusive. Like you don't have to necessarily be somebody to pull up. Just come, pull up, have fun,
Hmm.
and see you next year.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that everyone is somebody though, because I think for them to even be in the space that we're giving fashion, we're giving panel, we're giving DJ, we're giving, so much environment of community that everyone that walked in there, we wanted to make sure they felt like they were VIP.
Hmm.
It wasn't anything to where it was someone who just decided to walk by and saw our event and wanted to get come on in. Like it meant way more than just, oh, I'm not media, I'm not content, I'm not an athlete. It didn't matter. We keep it exclusive, so it's not just, of course, random people, but we keep it, I think, open enough for those that kind of just need to be in that space to feel good during WNBA All-Star. It's available, from tastemakers to agents to athletes, retired athletes. Very important that everyone feels good and feel catered to as well. So I think I like that part too last year.
That's important.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm. What do you think, Danielle? Last year was amazing.
Big part of the elevation of Drip Social in itself, because we this year will be the fifth year activating for WNBA All Star Weekend, but we've obviously pivoted. But we this will be the third year doing Drip Social, and I think the main thing that's important to me is the essence of community, and really to me that's feeling welcome. Like everybody
Hmm.
wants to
Hmm.
feel a part of something, and to me, if I can create and curate an experience that makes people feel welcoming, that truly is the definition to community to us. So obviously we have the theme of like highlighting the parallels between basketball and fashion, and obviously that's on brand, on theme, and that's kind of the essence we're going to create for you. But obviously building that community, and I always say these two things whenever Boxer Brand does an event in general is one, I definitely want you to enter the room and leave the room, no matter how long you stay, and I want you to leave smiling. And then the second thing is always for everyone to meet at least one individual and connect with one individual that they haven't previously met or known prior to attending that event. And I feel like if those two things we can collectively achieve as a whole, then we've done our job, and that's really important.
Quick shout out to our friends at FanWagon. If you're sitting on some merch looking for the perfect jersey or just maybe some vintage pieces to add to your collection, you need to check them out. FanWagon is a marketplace for fans to buy and sell authentic merch. So if you're sitting on some pieces you want to get rid of, or if you're looking to collect something, check them out. Head over to fanwagon.com and join the movement. Do you feel like when you created Drip Social specifically, like there was something missing, and that's what kind of propelled you to create it and bring it to life?
I think it's so important to go with the flow of what's going on today, and I think that's the the beauty of like pop culture and media now is to kind of stay on trend, on brand, but also stay true to yourself. So me personally, I've always been around like fashion and basketball, specifically sneakers. Like I worked for Foot Locker Canada for like majority of my life. Like they took over like maybe 15 years of my life, just working for them, whether it be in school part time, full time, working with their community marketing team, like whatever the case may be. And then obviously it's a parallel to basketball, and obviously I think when it comes to the space, there's a lot of people that don't intertwine both. Like obviously they connect and they work alongside each other, but it's either you've either been a hooper, played to a certain level, whether it's pro or collegiate or whatever the case may be, or you just always been in the sneaker space. And for me, I've always had equal love for both sides. So I think when tunnel fits became a thing, and like you've seen your favorite athletes wearing certain brands, or their fits were super dope, or they were just ridiculous. It was just such a space to comment and be a part of, and that's when I really feel like both sides really intertwined, and I feel like the community really seen that, and creating a space where within the sport and entertainment industry, you're not necessarily always wearing like amazing beautiful gowns and dresses. Like you can really wear like a pantsuit and some sneakers, and your shit will be like, can I swear on here? Okay. And your shit could be like the most fire thing that anyone's ever seen. And I think there's so much coolness, like a cool factor to that, where you don't have to wear like something with sequins and bedazzles,
Right,
and your
right.
fit still be crazy. And that's something I definitely wanted to build, because that's a part of who I am. That's what I grew up on. And it's like I could be pretty and girly and sexy, but not have to, show all my cleavage, or, do like the sexy thing all the time. It can be
Mm-hmm.
edgy, streetwear, and tomboyish and baggy, and still feel pretty, if you will.
So just really just being able to be you and show up authentically.
Exactly.
Yeah. What about you, lady?
I feel the same way, especially I guess coming from being an athlete. It's always baggy sweats or more tomboyish, less sexy. So now I think for sure, as everyone loves to focus on fashion and loves to focus on individuality finally
Mm-hmm.
versus
Mm-hmm.
I gotta wear kind of what this person wears because we both do the same thing, or all the same clothes. Like now you have too many outlets and resources to wear the same thing someone else wearing. With the rise of stylists, the rise of clothes being catered to the person, I definitely think it's your own fashion put into different ways and showcasing it on the big stage. Like it's phenomenal. It's not the same um the same sweatsuit, the same tracksuit, because that's what you wear in college. If you're an
Right.
athlete, you're
Right.
wearing the exact same thing. There are no tunnel fits.
We're getting to see people's kind of personalities off the court a little bit, right?
Yes.
It's like making a whole person. Like, yeah, we know what you do
Yeah.
in the 90 minutes or so you're on the court, but now we kind of get to see your personality, your
Yeah.
brand. So I
Some
I
people
enjoy
shock
it.
you. I
Yeah.
like how some people shock you. I'd be like, okay.
Marina shocked me because I on the court she is very aggressive, but
Mm.
when she comes for the game, she's girly, and I was like, oh, okay, I like it. I
Yes, that's
didn't
that
expect it, but
personality.
that's her personality. So
Yeah, and it's great to see like people engaging in, what they want to showcase, what they want to show on their body, what they don't. They want
hmm
modesty or they want like overly sexy. Both is celebrated. And that's the beauty of it. If you want to come in some thong flip flops and a tank top, that's your
go for it.
business.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's not looked upon crazy.
So what does drip mean to each of you, and how does that show up in the way you created or curated the event?
Does drip mean to me? It's just honestly coming out and showing out. Like
hmm
I feel like especially during these celebrated weekends, such as All-Star weekend, like it only comes once a year, right? It's like kind of like your birthday. It's a
hmm
celebration. So it's like you wanna have that perfect fit. You wanna, go all out. And like you guys said, like fashion is kind of self-expression, it's art, it's a moment to celebrate whatever you're celebrating in that space. So I think it's just coming out and showing out. The second part was,
Oh, how does it show up with the way you've created the event?
I think my favorite moments are associated with the orange carpet. It's kind of like you come in, you step in, and you get for that one moment of spotlight that is yours. That photo is yours. And it's like, I'm here and I showed up, I showed out. And I think seeing people come through and walk through the event and kind of be present, I think those are my favorite moments because it doesn't matter who you are, where you came
hmm
from. A lot of people are from out of town, from God knows where. You came and decided to be present at that event. And I think everyone's there for that moment. And I think it's just really cool. And I feel like that embodies, you know, basketball, fashion, it embodies our industry, embodies us, it embodies the whole weekend. So I think it's a really cool just celebration in general.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Yep. So for me, drip. It's definitely rooted in friendship because, from strangers to now close friends is, in your adult life, sometimes finding new besties is very rare sometimes,
hmm
especially on the business side. So when it comes to business, and friendship. Those two sometimes don't intertwine. But at Drip, I feel like it's a friend community. Everyone's a friend. Everyone's a cousin. Everyone's in good spirits. There's no, pouty faces no matter what you endured before you came. Drip brings out the smiles. It brings out, the funness of a pre-mixer to such a tight weekend. I think it's a great way to meet people you probably see online.
hmm
You get to be in a room with them, you get to talk to them, take pictures, all the things. So Drip to me is definitely friendship. Like I've met some phenomenal people since we started Drip Social and through everything Box Out Brand as well. So I think for me that it brings fashion, sports, but also brings some friendship. You meet some people along the way and you're like, okay, I can see this. We're friends now. So I think that's what it kind of means for me.
As somebody who attended, and that was my first time. At first, like me, when I go places, I'm pretty mellow, behind the scenes kind of. So when I first got
Hmm.
there, and the photographer was there, she was like, "Oh, you want a picture?" Me, no, I'm okay. But I done walked around a couple times. I see some people I met in real life that I've been following for years. I had a drink, listened
See?
to the panel, and before I left, I got me a picture. So I felt welcomed. I opened up, and
Yes.
I was all right. Let's get this picture. So
Yes,
uh,
that's
it,
good. You got
it's
to meet
resonating.
people. That online life is fun, but in real life, like that's
Yeah,
set to the side that you probably didn't even think you'd probably ever meet. Maybe just walk by a person, as they're doing something else, but you getting a chance to like chop it up. That's what we about. Yeah, the photographer was amazing. I'm glad you got a picture.
I did. I did. I was
She was hooking it
I'm gonna
up.
do it before I get out of here.
No, it was great. The orange carpet was amazing. I think the backdrop was beautiful. Both backdrops, both the lights and then the box setup, I think were both like picture worthy. Everybody wanted a picture in front of both. So I think that was a good thing in a world of taking pictures and content.
So like we're watching hoops and style culture kind of combined. How do you see box out and drip shaping that or being a part of that and growing that?
I'll take this one. To me, how I want it to be integrated, because we're going into our third year. Essentially, I see this as kind of a movement. It's not a like a one and done. Fashion basketball is here to stay. If anything, it's a revolving door, and I feel like as that happens, as trends get reused, recycled, because that's just bound to happen. I think Drip Social provides that social element to it. Because you see tunnel fits, you see your favorite athletes, and you see what they're wearing. Who knows? Maybe it comes to a point where it's like it becomes like a fashion show, or
Hmm.
you can dip into one of your favorite athletes' closets and maybe purchase something reused, on consignment. Like there's so much different avenues now that it opens doors for fashion, high fashion, streetwear fashion, and basketball and sport in general to coexist.
Hmm.
And I think, like I said, Drip Social being that social aspect, there's so much room for opportunity, for these worlds to be like besties in itself. So really continuing this movement, sorry, and not making it like a one off, I think is really important, for these two spaces, to live together. So I'm hoping it's here to stay, and I'm hoping everyone that like you did last year, rock, you came, you're coming this year, that continues to rock with not only BoxOutBrand but the movement of Drip Social and the movement of expression, the movement of art, the movement of community, the movement of family, and I think that's will keep everything alive within Drip Social.
You want to add anything?
Feel the same way. No, I feel the same way. Like to just not have it be this one-off thing, not just be a party. Get more out of it than just a dance floor and music because it is much more than that. But definitely wanted to be year after year to be like a highlighted, highly anticipated event, like a must-attend event to just get bigger and better. I think Danielle said it perfectly.
I think the last time we talked, you said you wanted to be like the starter thing party of the whole weekend. Like you want to come early, you want to come that Thursday because you want to go to Drip
Yes,
Social because that's really where the weekend starts. So yeah,
It's also
absolutely.
setting the tone for the weekend, right? Because Friday and Saturday is nuts. You have
crazy.
your parties, your activations, the
Yes.
skill, All-Star game in itself. So it's like having something to really set the tone for the weekend and really get you like amped up and ready
Mm-hmm.
to go. I think it does that. It gives you ideas of like what to wear, how the energy is going to be, who you can meet, and it really brings that excitement piece to it. And then who knows, like the larger, Drip Social gets within this movement, maybe we'll turn up on another weekend, other than WNBA All-Star weekend. So you never know. So it's just I feel
Yes.
like it's a start, and I feel like what we've created is a beautiful thing, and hoping to continue to flourish it.
Yeah, absolutely. We can take Drip Social on a boat, on the rooftop,
That'll be
all the
fire.
fun things.
Yeah,
Different
yeah.
sports too. We trying to break out, make this successful, but then have someone pick it up and break out, women's soccer, women's volleyball, all the, different heavy hitting events that need a prelude mixer. That could be us. That can be our event, taking over in different spaces.
I like that. What is it about Drip Social that you can't get anywhere else during All Star Weekend?
Hmm. I would say can't get anywhere else. You can't get us. That's one. Um,
Get a
but
little bit
I
of
think
everything.
yes, I don't. Yeah, I think everything. I think it's just that prelude. It makes it super important. The Thursday where you're not pulled each and every way, where you only have 30 minutes at each event. If you're trying to hit a lot of different activations, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is crazy.
Hmm.
So Thursday, I mean, let's keep the competition small so that way our event is the only one, that you want to be at. And I think you can't get that Thursday mixer fun outside of drip.
My answer is a little bit different, but I'm gonna say you're gonna get energy, okay? And the reason
Hmm.
why I say that is because no matter what your MO is to attend events, which will differ for everybody, right? Whether you want to meet someone like you said, that you maybe follow on social media, whether you're getting new knowledge from our fireside chat, from the ladies that are chosen to be our special guests, and you attain knowledge from them, whether you get brand awareness from some of the really cool dope collaborations and brands that we intentionally, work with, um, to build alignment within our space, and we feel like we have that, which is the brands that we work with. Whether you're coming literally just for the vibes, which is the good food, the good drinks, which will always be there, or one of all the above. I think that's the energy that will exude from Drip Social, whatever your ammo, like I said, or prerogative is for you attending. Whatever that is the energy you'll bring. It will bring times 10. Guaranteed.
All right, so I'm about to ask y'all my hard question, my favorite question. Name your top 5 best dressed WNBA players all time. They could be, retired players, current. So
To be in order.
That makes it easier if it's not in order.
yeah, no. Just give me 5.
I have top 3.
Okay.
Okay, what you got?
All right, ready? Okay. And I have reasons too. Okay.
Okay.
And then, so I'll give 3 current, just because we're here now. And I'll give 1 like OG, just because. All right. So top 3, no particular order. I'm gonna say if I am in my baggy, cool girl Ivy era, I'm gonna go with Tiffany Hayes. If I'm going for, I'm just making statements, because she does make statements just because of who she is, I'm gonna go Angel Reese.
Mm-hmm.
Statements, and then I guess the one player that I think exudes like I guess my fashion sense, because she does do both. She does like the girly, the edgy, the sexy, the tomboy, and I think she does an immaculate job. Is Dejanay Carrington? Is that how you say her first name?
Dejanay.
Yeah, Dejanay.
Wow, butchered. Sorry. Yeah, I think she'd be my go-to girl, and then OG just because she is.
See that?
OG is super. I don't know. I think she's just cool, calm, relaxed, chill.
She don't try too hard. She don't
No,
try
she
too hard,
don't.
and it
Right.
comes out very nice.
Like my slick back bun never looks that good. So like.
It's the bun, the bun. I feel you. Okay, that's solid.
That is a solid list. Yeah.
That's
I like the
crazy. I have
range.
nobody on your list. Nobody. I thought we were going to at least like maybe get one together. None. Zero. That's a great list though.
I would say Sue Bird is on my list, so that's the one we have in common. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
All right.
For sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go retired first. Ty Young.
Okay.
Stylish.
Yep.
Ty is stylish. Okay. She puts it on.
Mm-hmm.
Very stylish. I'm gonna go right now. Dewana Bonner in her wifey era.
Okay.
She's
Yep.
super dolled up, super. She's giving the fans fashion. Okay, she was that unrivaled. Like, hey, my wife is playing, but I'm putting it on. Okay, I was very surprised. I thought she was more jeans heels. No, we did not get that out of Miami Dewana. We're gonna call her Miami Dewana.
Okay.
She was. I'll say Enrique. He's very sporty and baggy. Baggy looks so good on her.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if that's a thing. Like baggy kind of is not like fitted. It's baggy,
Right.
but
Yeah.
it looks really, really good. Who else? That's 3. Oh man. Yeah, I don't have a lot. I would say fashion as the retired athletes, not really, because we looked a mess. No, it was not that bad. Who else? I'll say Asia Wilson. She's wearing some good things. People in their wifey era, they change up on you.
Yeah.
They change up a little
Yeah.
bit. She putting it on too. She has though. She's been doing that for a few years now. She's definitely been putting it on. Why am I drawing a blank on her name? Natasha Cloud. I love Natasha Cloud's style. Yeah, so that's my 5. I think that's 5. Is that 5?
Okay.
Natasha's demeanor is just swaggy, so she's.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I agree.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a TikTok with the mayor of New York. I don't know.
You couldn't tell me nothing if that was me.
Excuse me. But yeah, no, I think maybe it's her swag. I think definitely a part of her swag. But yeah, that's mine. I like the
list. Yeah.
sporty, sexy, but comfortable. It feels like it's comfortable too. So who's yours?
Okay. What most of the people are on the wall behind me. We got Enrique, Diamond, love Diamond Down, Sue. If we go legacy, Cappy Pondexter. And I also have Shatori Walker Kimbrough. She's a sleeper pick to me.
I was gonna say Simone Augusta. Not playing, but her as an assistant at LSU, she putting it on. She is putting it on.
From a sneakerhead perspective, I always like Simone because she always had the tough sneakers. I don't know if I'd necessarily pay attention to the outfit or maybe they didn't really show it, but her sneaker game was always.
Yes. So I think that matters too. Dang, we should do like a sneaker lineup, but I'll have to research.
That's a solid list.
I would need a moment. Just the shoe, the whole
Yeah.
shoe, not just the sneaker. But yeah, so that's cool. Who else you got?
That's
I
it.
think that was fine.
I
Oh,
think
okay,
Asia. I
okay.
got Asia. Like her jersey dress era, I loved it because
Mm,
she brought it back. But it, she's tall, right?
fitted.
Athletes have
Yep,
different
fitted.
proportions. It was fitted to her so perfectly.
Hmm.
I love that she wore it with heels. She wore it with sneakers. I was like, "You are killing these dresses,
Yeah,
girl."
she can't drop nothing to pick it up. That
No, probably not.
you
No,
gonna have to
that's okay.
low squat to pick it up.
Hey man, if I got 4 MVPs, I'm not picking up nothing by myself. Somebody come get this.
I'd be like, some did you see me drop it? Hello, I
Gotta
dropped
preserve
that. Help
these
me.
wrists.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. No, that's solid though. Y'all picked some solid ones.
Uh, so for people pulling up this summer, is there anything you can hint at or anything you want to share and kind of entice people?
Wow. We don't want to say too much, but there's a few special brands that we're bringing on board to Drip Social this year. There's going to be a early announcement after Women's Final Four. So
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
stay tuned for that. That's super exciting. We're really excited to bring some new communities together with us and just continue to elevate, like, I guess, the vibe, the energy, the movement. And I really think these brands that we're working with exude that. I'm still super
Yes,
excited to continue to build that obviously
definitely.
Chicago this year. So summertime shy
And
is
Tom
the best
Shy.
time. I'm really
Yes,
Yes.
excited. So it's gonna be the vibes are gonna be immaculate. The weather's gonna be amazing. Yeah, location TBD. That's coming shortly, but it's definitely on Thursday, July 23rd. Mark it in your calendar.
yes, yes.
If people are planning a wardrobe right now, what would you tell them? A couple words to describe how they should be coming.
Fashionable.
Fire. Fire and fashionable.
Photo ready. Photo ready. Be photo ready.
Yes.
Okay. It's gonna be some cameras. Be
Too, just
ready.
to add, Rock, I know you talked about like, circling back to take your photo on the orange carpet and all that. And so that, like, as much as we love seeing like the orange carpet and Drip Social being posted, because obviously that's the goal, um, to build awareness and engagement. That's one thing, but it's also too like memories for yourself. Like, you have a good time and you want to remember those moments, and people forget because of like our era of social media and like the importance of digital presence is we want to post and and show people what we're doing and where we were and all that fun stuff, but it's also to the essence of capturing a photo is for memory, so that's also for
Hmm.
like a keepsake for you. So I really want that to also be a thing that, you know, Drip Social or All Star Weekend or anything we do in life, that those are moments for you. And I really want that to be highlighted as well. And it's special. So, because
Hmm.
not everybody gets to experience All Star Weekend or have the privilege to travel to all these different cities and experience all these beautiful different cultures and all that stuff. So we really are privileged. So that's definitely something I want to take note of and vocalize
Yeah.
as well. We're very
Yeah. And I,
blessed.
you're right. Yep, absolutely. And not a lot of people get to go to events when they
Right.
go to like All Star. They're just there in the city, going to like, a pop up here and there, stuff they can actually get into. Because then too, you got to get into these places. So I think, yes, when our tickets drop, go get them. Don't wait. When Drip Social tickets drop,
Yes.
our collaborations drop, grab the tickets because it is not a just come as whenever. There is an occupancy.
Hmm.
Grab your tickets early. Don't get to the door looking at us crazy. You have a couple months to get those tickets to get those tickets. So when they drop, go ahead and be early. You get special goodies when you get your stuff early.
See, that's a perfect segue to our last question. People are listening and watching right now. What should they do absolutely right now to make sure they don't miss out?
Follow Drip Social HQ on Instagram and Threads. Follow BoxOutBrand on Instagram. Everything is going to be dropped there first. And then, of course, our pages and then our brand collaboration pages too. But you got to follow to get the information.
Follow to get the info.
Deeds.
You want to add anything there, Danielle?
Follow.
Yeah, Drip Social HQ.
I'll put it nice and big, and then
There
we'll
you
make sure
go.
we don't mess it up.
But yeah, when the tickets drop, just go ahead and get them. What you waiting for?
Yeah.
Get
So,
the
like I said,
tickets.
there's going to be a special announcement for some of our new event partners and that will be released after the women's Final Four. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and there should be a special early bird ticket release drop announcement, and that will be for as early as like mid May. So,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
the hope
Get
is
ready. Get your outfits together. Summertime in the shy. It's gonna
yeah,
be good.
get your custom whatever your custom fit.
That part. Gotta be custom.
Well, I appreciate y'all for coming and telling us all about Drip Social, for us working together. This was fun. I like how y'all's personalities bounce off each other. Like, that's great.